How to add layers in OriginGraph. Whether you need good help, a genius writer, a brainy tutor, or a data wizard, Intudo4U has them all. It's like having a research dream team on demand.
All right, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about one of the most powerful, maybe even underused features in Origin, and that's layers. If you've ever wanted to build those really sharp, professional, multi-part graphs that tell a complete data story, well, this is how you do it. So, have you ever been in this spot? You've got complex data, maybe a couple of different data sets you want to compare, say temperature and humidity over the same period. And you're struggling to show it all in one single clear graph, right? You end up with these two separate, kind of clunky graphs and the story gets lost. It's a super common problem. And trust me, layers are the perfect solution. Okay, so before we dive into the how-to, let's just make sure we're all on the same page. Let's break down what we're even talking about here. What exactly is a layer in Origin?
You know, the easiest way to think about a layer is to imagine it's a completely transparent sheet of plastic, kind of like an old-school overhead transparency. You can draw your graph on it. Then you can take another transparent sheet, draw a different graph on it, and stack them right on top of each other, or maybe place them side by side. The key thing is they're all in one single graph window. Each sheet is totally independent, but when you see them together, man, they create a much, much richer picture.
And this right here really shows you the difference. Look, a standard single-layer graph, it's fine. It's great for one data set. But a multi-layer graph, that's where you can start combining different types of plots. You could have a line plot and a scatter plot living together in the same space, creating these incredibly powerful comparisons in just one view. Honestly, this is how you take your data visualization to the next level.
All right, so how do we actually do this? You might be thinking it sounds complicated, but it's really not. It's surprisingly straightforward. I'm going to walk you through a super simple 4-step method to add a new layer to pretty much any graph you've already made in Origin.
Okay, let's just walk through it real quick. Step 1, you make your first plot. That's automatically your layer 1. Easy enough. Then you just pop up to the graph menu and find the layer management tool. Once you're in there, you literally just click Add Layer and tell it where you want it to go. And the final step, of course, is to tell that new layer what data to show. And that's pretty much it. That's the core of the whole process. Okay. Theory is one thing, but seeing it in action is another, right? Let's make this crystal clear with a really simple practical example. We're going to take two related data sets and plot them together in the exact same window.
So for our first layer, our base layer, let's just plot temperature versus time as a simple line graph. This gives us our main trend line. Think of this as our first transparent sheet. It's clean, it's simple, and it really sets the stage for what comes next.
Okay, now for the cool part. We add our second layer, and on this layer, we're going to plot humidity versus time. But let's make this one a scatter plot. And just like that, look what we have. Two totally different data sets with two different types of plots, all living together in the same view. This is where the magic really starts to happen, where you can see the relationship between them instantly. Now, this is the absolute key takeaway. Each layer is basically its own little universe. You can go into your temperature plot and change the line color to bright red, and it won't mess with the humidity plot at all. You can change the symbols on the humidity scatter plot, and it won't affect the temperature line one bit. This independent control, that is the secret sauce for getting those super professional publication quality results. All right, so you've totally got the basics down now. That's the foundation. But let's look at a few pro tips that'll help you polish your multi-layer graphs and really make them stand out from the crowd. Okay, here are a few things you'll want to keep in your back pocket. Maybe the biggest one is linking your x-axis. If you're plotting things over the same time period, you absolutely want those axes linked up so the comparison is legit and easy to read. And, don't forget the simple stuff, like clear labeling for everything. It seems obvious, but it's an absolute lifesaver when your graphs start getting more complex.
And at the end of the day, this is why all of this matters so much. Mastering layers isn't just some random technical skill. It's what allows you to create visuals that are truly clear, incredibly compelling, and absolutely professional enough for any publication, any big report, or any high-stakes presentation. You're not just showing data anymore. You're telling a much more sophisticated data story.
So I'm going to leave you with this thought. Now that you have this powerful tool in your toolbox, think about the data that's sitting on your computer right now. What relationships have been hiding in plain sight? What crucial comparisons have just been waiting for you to make them? Go for it. It's time to start telling that more complex, more interesting story.
And subscribe now for more amazing videos just like that. Thanks for watching.